young populations that is irresponsible, that is indisciplined, the future is bleak and gloomy. And His Excellency resolve and his ardent desire is to build a better Gambia, to leave a legacy that will stand a test of time. And that is only possible through a continuous relationship with our future leaders. That's our colleagues, that's the young people. And as Tijan said, we want to implore on you to continue to expand your association and to reach to every corner, and in ensuring that Gambia belongs to all of us. And nobody will come and develop us. And let's forget about other people who invent a new form of religion, a new form of Islam. The Islam we have in this country and the Islam that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has given to us, that's what we should uphold for the betterment of all of us. Tijan.
Kon ñun ñep nañ ci bayyi xel di len gërëm di len sant jox len benen dox dajé ci benen programme National Bantaba Forum. Bye bye.
Africa bele no mala.
You're watching Weekend Spectrum, a program that spices up your weekend with news-breaking events in and outside the Gambia. My name is Ibrahim Balde. Coming up in the next... Agriculture is the mainstay of the Gambian economy. However, intermittent spells of drought has had a devastating impact on the farming community in the country. Dr. Sidat Yafa of the University of the Gambia gives us some perspectives on the 2010-2011 cropping season. Here is an excerpt.
My name is Dr. Sidat Yafa of the University of the Gambia, School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. I'm a research agronomist. I'm also interested in doing more research on climate change. I researched on the impacts of drought on livelihoods in the North Bank region of the Gambia. The main climatic stressor is low rainfall, because if you look at the rainfall data of the Gambia provided by the Department of Water Resources of the Gambia, when they started taking records, I think from 1886 up to 2002, there's been a decrease in the amount of rainfall generally over the country, particularly this part of the region called North Bank region. In 2011, the Gambia experienced one of its worst drought conditions that has severely affected crop production. There were a couple of coping mechanisms that were adopted by those affected areas. One of them was to sell their personal properties, for example, some their livestock, some their horse carts or donkey carts or cow carts. Some of them their plows that they used to plow their soil, to till their soil. They had to sell them in order to buy food for their families. Some, especially the youth, male youth, generally temporarily migrated to the cities to look for blue-collar jobs, to become watchmen or do little petty trading on their own in order to generate revenue to send back to their home villages to buy food for their families. So those were the major things, the major active coping mechanisms that were adopted by these households. over 60% of the respondents reported that they had to modify their food intake. For example, the adults would cut down their food intake from 3 times a day to 2 times a day, so that they can have enough for the kids, because those are the ones that need more of that food because they are growing, and they don't want their health to be compromised. In terms of the sufficiency of the coping mechanisms, although the youth, especially many youth who went temporarily migrated to the urban centers to look for extra income, they had some income to buy food, but that, one, it was not sufficient, and two, it was not sustainable. So that created this impact on the lives of these lives and livelihood of these farmers continually.
Vehicles ply this way only during the dry season, but during the rains, it's time for this. This community is called Nemo Wasulun under the administration of Brikama Area Council, but is usually considered a blessing. Rain becomes a nightmare for the inhabitants of this community.
This is not the only place. If you go around, you find many places away from this area. As you can see in this place, you understand? So it's all about this. We have been experiencing this for the past 4 years. Every year when the rain comes, it's always devastating. You have compounds behind it that have been, seriously, severely flooded. But because of due to